This is an online podcast in episode 2 Teaching Tuesday. Welcome to the online English podcast, where we'll finally get real native English conversation. Now here are your hosts, Nancy Marshmallow, the English adventure, and Gladby Wise, the language, and you're coming to you from Boston, Massachusetts, USA. Okay, so here we are in today's episode. You are going to learn how to answer the most common interview question in the earth and more. Hey guys, in this episode, we are going to break down some phrases, and some different parts of our conversation from our meeting Monday, or our last episode 1. And so you can always go back and listen to that conversation and hear how the usage the phrase. But Lindsay has a couple of great phrases for us, and the will help you understand conversation, but also to talk to great your our conversation so easy. What are your two phrases for us? Okay, so the first phrase that we have the phrasal verb, which I know can be tricky for students sometimes. And this expression is to fill out something right, to fill out an application right. Yes, when did you use this? Yes, I think that's the most common use. Is to fill out an application, and really we need to use an application. I mean, that's even sound funny to say you an application. We don't use any other verb. I mean, you always fill out an application unless you are creating an application if you are on the other side of things. Right, but anytime you are like, if you are going in for a job interview, right? You are interview and the person gonna say, please fill out this application right every time. You might fill out an application by hand, using a pen. You might fill out an application online using a computer, right? But it is really important phrasal verb to know for the context that you mentioned. Yes, for school and for work, you find it. So remember that one. Okay, read. So the next one is the key, right? So we saw that equation graph is that the thing that education is the key to freedom, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean? What do you think? The key is something that unlock an opportunity or a door, right? It is okay to unlock a door, but it is kind of analogy the way we are using this. It is a figurative speak, right? I'm allowing an opportunity to happen. I'm going after an opportunity, so I list education in order to be free. And another example would be, I think that hard work is the key to success or excellence, right? So that another example of that, alright? So there am my teaching her about geography. What do you have? Yes, so I have a couple of teachings that are listed here. One is really important for a question actually. And the other one is pronunciation, so let me start with me first. And it tells us about the cell. So this is a phrase that you hear often when we hear this phrase. What will you say? Well, I was thinking about an interview again. The interview session is so common when you sit down and interview in the earth and the person saying. The first thing they might say to you is tell me about yourself. Yes, right. Totally, totally, and even in casual conversation like in our conversation, it wasn't an interview. But I think architecture will tell us about yourself, and that's something that you could hear us about Yes, if you are meeting people for the first time, I was so yes. For me, in my mind, it stands out as being a little bit more form right, yes, sure. But yes, sometimes you might hear it at a party or in a conversation like we just had. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. And that is something that you could hear a party Yes, if you are meeting people for the first time, I will so yes. For me, in my mind, it stands out being a little bit more foreign right. Yes, sure. But yes, sometimes you might hear it at a party or in a conversation like we just had. Tell me about yourself, tell me more. Tell me about yourself. So it is a really good idea to plan out your answer and have something ready to say more than just your name and what country you are from. Maybe talking about your interest or your sister. Sister. Lost the mark, but maybe like 30 seconds or sometimes that you want to other people do you know about. Yes, free you go, that's L. That's L. Okay, she said a couple of times, what do you do? Did we say it anyway? No, we didn't. We should be so boring if we said it away. That really slowed down. So we said it in a natural way because we want you to hear what native natural conversation sound like, and I'm gonna say it again just the way that we said it, and I'm gonna go in pro afterwards so that you can repeat it. So get ready. Here we go. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Yes, so we have been talking about work. We ask what do you do for work, and we also ask what do you do. Another way can so this is super common such of English phrase that three words that get stuck together. I mean we don't pronounce it words superior to what do you do. Never. So memorize the question at just one shot. Like it's almost sound like one word. What do you do? Read. Who's advice? I like it. Read before we end our second episode. I want to invite you onto our website, and you can learn the top 10 ways to learn English online with the podcast. There is really practical strategies that you learn at www.onlyerenglish.com. Free will see you free. Thanks for listening to the own English podcast. We are here to help you learn English, and you can help us by leaving a 5-star review on iTunes. See you next time.